Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Notice I call you ladies and gentlemen instead of boys and girls because I understand you and you are discerning adults who are able to pick up on the finer things in life, such as sports of the day. Today, I'm going to be playing a little game. This is NBA Courtside 2002 for the GameCube, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is the game I'm going to be playing within the game, which is a game that I like to call Michael Jordan. I'll pick Washington, as this is where he is in 2001 or whenever this came out. I'll just pick a random team. Alright, seems nice. I don't want to pick a team that's... Oh wait, are they better than us? Yeah, oh, okay, that's good. I don't want to pick a team that's too much better, because if I do that, it'll be it'll be nearly impossible, whereas it is very difficult to get a win here. What I do here is I pick Michael Jordan, and I play using exclusively Air Jordan, the man himself, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. The guy from the Gatorade commercials, you might know him from that. He was in a movie, Space Jam. He was in another movie. He made like a cameo appearance in another movie that I saw. I couldn't tell you what it is, though. It's a nice static picture of a man dunking they have there on the Jumbotron in Washington. I don't know the name of Washington Stadium. Never really took the time to figure it out. I am playing the Sonics, which is a sad thing to think about, as nobody can play the Sonics anymore, especially not Michael Jordan. The team he owns, I guess, could. He has a lot. I think he's the main, the owner of that team. Which, he's got to be the only player owner, ex-player to own a team in, forever. Because most team owners are moguls or whatever. They have a lot of money, not from basketball though. So basically, the main point of this is I gotta find Jordan, and then I gotta score with Michael Jordan. So those are the first 2 points of the game. And they were scored by Jordan, and only by Jordan. I started this mode up in 2013. I started toying around with this idea because I thought it was funny one day at camp. Which is where I was playing this. I basically accidentally had a copy of Courtside 2002 with me at the camp I used to work at, and I was just playing it one day, and the intro story, the origins of the first movie in the trilogy of this game, in-game, sub-game, whatever you want to call this, are very bland. Essentially, I was bored, and so I decided to score all my points with the man, Michael Jordan. Eventually, this game did get featured on a blog on Tumblr, because I sent it in because I thought it was funny, and I made a video of it last year in NBA Live 2003. And most of the time, you can only find Jordan in games past about 2001, after he retired, because he was basically never in any games that he actually was a member. When he was winning championships with the Bulls, he was never in those games. Not until he got to Washington did his likeness start appearing in things. But, Jordan being the man he is, there's no better player to do this with. It's hard to do it with, I tried doing it with Shaquille O'Neal once, and it just didn't work. Okay, he's just going to dribble around. This is 2001 AI. This is Richard Hamilton, I think I'm using right now. That's neat. He was in the league at this time. I was looking through players, and, Andrei Kirilenko is in this game, which is crazy to think for me, because, he's been in the league that long. I had no idea. I thought he was, 2006 or was when he was drafted. He's been I was that far off, 5 years off with Andrei Kirilenko, which explains why he's not as effective today as he was in 2007 or whenever he was being called AK-47. And the guy, he's in 2K15 as one of like is an all-time great. That he's up there with like 2008 Kobe and guys like that. It's like, wow, I forgot that he was that good, and he was one of the better players in the 2007 season. So I'm not surprised that he's there, because, well, I mean, that wasn't a great season to begin with. 2007 was like, that was a year where a lot of stuff went wrong. That was the year that the best team in the league went out in the first round for the first time in a very long time. So I'm going to pass, and they're going to pass back to me, so I could theoretically move, but I can't. Oh, boom. For 3, Michael Jordan, and I'm up by 5 as we go into the first quarter. Oh, and I blocked that, too. Nice. So I think you understand the gist of Michael Jordan now, and we're going to figure out how... I mean, generally it's weird because the games are generally pretty competitive. It's the one that I have on my YouTube channel is a game of Michael Jordan against... It's not my main channel, it's my dailies channel. A game of Michael Jordan against, like, the Atlanta Hawks or something like that. But in that game, I didn't really figure out what to do at the end of the game because my player fouled out. So what I would do is I would just dribble past the baseline and hold on to the ball for 24 seconds. And I had like a 1-point lead when he fell out, or when he fouled out. So I didn't. It's like I just tried to get him to not score, and of course I couldn't because there were like 2 minutes left and we weren't scoring any points. Was that a goaltending? Nice. Ah, shit. Get the rebound? Yeah, okay. The movement in this game is just not great. I'll take that, and I'll make that. I'm 9 for 9! Shit. I'm not missing anything. Kwame Brown. That would have been Kwame Brown's rookie year, actually. I kind of wish he was good. Like, it's fun how bad he is, and how bad his career was for being, you know, the top pick in what was a pretty solid draft anyway. 2000 is generally considered the bad year, but that was, I think it was like, Kenyon Martin went first that year. And he was the most recent, like, 4-year senior to go number 1 in the draft. He was the last guy to do it. After that, they were all either out of high school or, you know, one and dones. Once that rule got abolished. Once that rule really got started, it wasn't abolished ever. I can just not miss with Michael Jordan. You're cutting out to a very early lead. This could be enough to sustain us for the rest of the game. Granted, I don't know what Seattle's trying to do. They're just kind of passing and getting the ball turned over. So, where's Jordan? Okay, around the outside. Now let's dunk it. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Right in his face. just right up there. Nice. Okay. Kwame with his 3rd assist. A lot of the players on the team do get assists because it's basically pass it to him and then shoot. This game is interesting in the way that the passing is designed. It's one of the only games it was designed for the GameCube, so naturally the big green button, the A button, is shoot, which it's interesting, and I found it like very odd when I started playing other games how this is the only game I've ever played where the A button is shoot. Because it's, you know, it's the A button. But for most games, like, the X button is pass or shoot. Oh, I've missed one, okay. With Jordan. But most games, like, it's X to pass or A to pass and B to, or X to shoot or whatever. The button, it's not the bottom button on the controller. It's not the typical button you would choose. Like the big green button is, for instance, on the GameCube controller. You can just fade away right in the paint with Jordan the whole game and never miss. And then, like I was saying, passing in this game, you can either pass with the B button, which I don't, you know, I don't have a preference, but I've been passing with the C stick. It's the only game I've ever seen that does that. Did you just go East Bay Funk with the layup? That was impressive. Over the weekend, a player at, shit, was it like, it was an ACC school, I think. just, or no, I think it was Florida, basically did East Bay Funk in game, right through the legs like on a fast break. Just hope this goes to Jordan. It doesn't. It goes to Kwame Brown. Unfortunately, this is not a game of Kwame Brown. This is a game of Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan is destroying the Seattle Sonics right now. Notice they're the Seattle Sonics. They tried to rebrand as the Sonics for a couple of years leading up to the untimely demise of that franchise, which was weird. I mean, I always knew them as the Supersonics because that's the full name. I wonder if they had to put that on like tax forms or something like that. What's the name of your organization? They have to officially change that to Sonics, or could they keep it at Supersonics? Seattle Supersonics LLC. I wonder if that still exists. Just they held on to that trademark. I mean, somebody has to. The ex-owner or somebody. I mean, maybe the city of Seattle. You can't just start anything and call it the Seattle Sonics now. Even though that doesn't exist. If I wanted to make a new NBA team, I could feasibly call it the Seattle's. Oh. Do they have to get approval on the names too from the league? Like, so you can't call them this or whatever for fear of it being offensive, or I'm sure they do. Because I'm sure at some point in the future an expansion team's going to come along to some city and they'll be like, oh, we didn't know this was, you know, this name has cultural connotations and stuff like that. Like that woman on some news channel apparently earlier today just accidentally, quote unquote accidentally, threw a racial slur into her news reporting. I won't say it obviously, but I mean, they've got to think about that at some point in the process. My dad went to a high school, and they were the Raiders. Or no, his junior high school was the Raiders, and they had to get the name changed at some point in the 90s to the Cyclones, because the mascot they were using was a stereotypical image. Oh, damn. Do I get to shoot free throws? Okay, I don't remember how to shoot free throws in this game. Oh, that's right. It's this weird ball thing. Nice. I used to be really impressed by the people in the crowd. Not so much anymore. Boom. So we got 2 for Jordan. Now we're at 33 points, and still a 13-point lead for Michael Jordan over the Sonics. But anyway, my dad's like high school or junior high school or something changed their name to the Cyclones from the Raiders, rather than just changing the logo, because Raiders is something that already has there's already a football team called the Raiders, and they use a pirate, and they were originally the Raiders, so they didn't even have to change that. I think it was just in the spirit of what people are asking, but yeah, none of my schools have ever had controversies like that, because I went from the Bulldogs to the Hawks, which the Bulldogs, like our logo at my junior high school was literally a clip art bulldog. It was from, I believe, from the Microsoft clip art collection. Now my high school had like a real logo. Nobody gives a shit about the logos. Anyway, now, oh shit, I'm taking a shot with Kwame Brown. I can't do that. Where's Jordan? Down the lane. You see that shit, that floater? Nice. 37-22. Michael Jordan just destroying the Seattle Sonics today. And Michael Jordan alone, really. Brent Barry not helping their case. A game of Brent Barry would be very difficult. I was playing the 3-point contest mode, which is in this game, and I thought it's the only game for a while that had it, until I think NBA Live 2005 had an All-Star game mode, and it had something like that. But I used to play that all the time, and I would just pick like Shaq, because I thought he was the best player, so I'd shoot threes with Shaq, and then I figured out he was not good at that, so I would go to like Dirk Nowitzki, and then like some of my other favorite players. This was also the game which taught me about Dirk Nowitzki, taught me that the Dallas Mavericks no longer use green and blue as their colors. Does hand go through the rim? Oh. Like, his hand just went right through the rim. My defenders. That's gotta hurt. Or he could be like some cyborg or something like that. Is that Jordan open in the corner? Or at the wing or whatever? Ugh. They're figuring out to double team now. The AI in this game is not especially smart. Is that Brent? Brent Berry getting up. Okay. He was a good player. People forget that about Brent Berry because he's known for, you know, like so many other players, for winning the slam dunk contests. But he was better than like Isaiah Ryder was as a player. So many, I mean, Spud Webb. So many guys are pretty much exclusively known for their slam dunk contest prowess, which isn't a terrible thing. I hope Zach LaVine doesn't end up like that because I think he is legitimately a good player who was going to get drafted into the NBA anyway. So, like, people... Oh, okay, well, I just segued an entire, like, sentence ahead in my head. He wasn't a great college player, and I don't know that he ever started his freshman year at UCLA, but he had so many, like... had so many measurable skills, I guess. He was a pretty solid shooter. He's a good athlete. He can dunk. You know, all those different things that led up to potential. I wouldn't be surprised if he just spent a year in college, but was like, yeah, I'm going to go to the pros next year anyway. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter if I start or not. I don't know. Granted, you don't know that. I could be assuming something that's totally false. I don't know why. Brent got called for a foul. Okay, so Jordan's inbounding the ball. So I don't know if they're intentionally fouling here, and they are. So I just gotta make sure that Jordan gets the ball, or at least try to miss free throws if I have somebody else. Because I don't truly win a game of Michael Jordan. I can win a game of the game, but it can't be a win in a game of Michael Jordan unless every point is scored by Michael Jordan. If Kwame Brown accidentally lays a ball in, that's not a win for Jordan. That's a win for the Wizards. And I have effectively lost to Michael Jordan. Oh, damn. Who was that? The random three. Okay, is it Jordan? Yes, it is. And if it is, I don't know if you can do icon passing in this game, but that would be appreciated right now. So I guess they're not going to foul me. So I'm just going to take it around the backcourt, let Brent Berry kind of trail me here. I do like the motion here. There's a lot more actual motion in this game than there was in any other, like, basketball game at the time. I don't know how I can miss a free throw automatically. Okay, he might miss that. Excellent. Whew. To this point, I have not taken a shot with anybody other than Jordan. And sometimes, you know, in a situation like this, I can't say, like, I'm not going to take a shot with anybody because I don't know who's going to be awarded free throws. Who, you know, like in that situation, who might get the errant rebound of a ball. In NBA Live 2003, like, if players got an offensive rebound, sometimes they would just immediately go and tip it in. Oh, shit, I could lose this game. God damn it, Kwame. It's not a... I'm not even talking about him here. I'm just upset that I have to take shots with him in fear of losing this game of Michael Jordan. And yet still winning the game of NBA Courtside 2002. Whew. Granted, he wasn't a great free throw shooter anyway, and since I'm intentionally being bad at these free throws, I don't... Yes! Ah, damn it. Jahidi White. Who the hell is Jahidi White? He's not Michael Jordan. Like, frantically clicking my stick to make sure it went to Jordan, and it didn't happen, so... Okay, I gotta... Oh, damn, okay. Oh, no. Welp. Unfortunately, this game has officially become... And I get the second one, too. Alright. That's a disappointment. So, in effect, I have lost this game of Michael Jordan. There's really no point in me trying to continue the game of Michael Jordan, but I will. So... It is a disappointment to know that I did not win a true game of Michael Jordan. I have won a game, effectively, of NBA Courtside 2002, but they are just milking the free throws. because Jahidi White, his free throw meter it's too easy to make free throws in this game, one, and his free throw meter was too fast for me to like effectively determine that I was not, that I wasn't going to miss the free throw. So Jahidi White will be ultimately I should have a term for that, the man who breaks the game of Michael Jordan. The J-breaker, whatever. I don't care. So is this Rip Hamilton over to Jordan? Unfortunately, this will go down as a loss in the record books for Michael Jordan. I am currently 0-2. Despite the fact that this is a win, I should be happy, but I am not, for I will never be sated without a true win in a game of Michael Jordan. And I'll just put up a 3. And it won't go in, and I think they are effectively done with the free throws too. They've come to terms with the loss. I'm just really disappointed right now in my game of Jordan, my game of Michael Jordan, effectively. So the Wizards do win. Jordan had 45, but the key stat for this game, MVP was Michael Jordan, but the LVP, unfortunately, was Jahidi White. Third-year pro out of Georgetown, the center, hit 2 unfortunately clutch free throws in the fourth quarter to lose this game of Michael Jordan and win this game for the Washington Wizards. So there we go. Effectively, this game of NBA Courtside 2002 is finished, and we leave on a disappointing note for Jordan, even though I did win. Such is the paradox of life. Have a good night.